Hello, all my dear students. Today we are going to talk on the subject Auditing and Taxation for TY/BCom, the chapter that is Checking, Vouching and Audit Report. Therein, we have already discussed about the meaning of verification, test checking. Today, we are going to study the meaning of vouching and vouching of cash book. This is what about vouching. Firstly, let us understand the definition of vouching. Vouching consists of comparing entries in the books of accounts with documentary evidence in support thereof. So vouching is nothing but it is a checking or it is comparing entries in the books of accounts with that of the documentary evidence whatever the company has in their custody. That checking or that examination is called as vouching. It means testing the truth of items appearing in the books of original entry. With the help of documents, what you check the truth of entries appearing in the books, whether or not it has appeared properly and it has been properly recorded. Auditor should check the source of transaction beyond the books of accounts. So, through which the source has been came. For example, there is a purchase of any item. So for that purpose, the purchase requisition or the purchase note or the payment vouchers or the purchase receipt, these are the documentary evidence upon which the transactions have been entered in the books of accounts, and that checking of such transactions with that of sources, that is with the documents, is called as vouching. He should use his intelligence, common sense, observation power while handling his assignments. Many times it happens that documentary evidences not supports the items. In that case, he should use his intelligence, common sense, observation power while handling his assignments. So this is in short about vouching. There are some objectives of vouching. The first objective is verification of authority and authenticity of transactions recorded. So when we verify the accounts of books according to the documents whatever we have obtained, we can check whether or not the documents are generated with proper authority and proper authenticity has been taken while recording such transactions in the books of accounts. Then to check whether the transaction is related to the business or not. If any transaction is conducted and it is put in the books, so with the help of documents we can check whether or not it is related with the business for which the accounts have been maintained. To ascertain that the transactions are recorded on the basis of vouchers, so you can check with the help of documents or vouchers whatever amounts, figures and the names appears in the vouchers or documents has been recorded in the books of accounts and with the proper amounts. To ensure that all vouchers relate to the financial year for which the audit is being conducted. This is very important. So when we put any transactions into the books of accounts, it is important to see that these transactions relate to that particular financial year or for that financial period. It is the duty of auditor to examine whether or not such documents or such books of accounts are maintained according to that financial year. Then we will see the vouching of various transactions. Firstly, the vouching of cash book. What is a cash book? A cash book is the book of primary entry which records cash receipts and deposits into the bank of the client on the debit side and records cash payments and withdrawals from the bank of the client. So, cash book is nothing but it is a book. It is a primary entry book which records cash receipts and deposits of the client into the bank as well as cash payments and withdrawals from the bank of the client. It shows the closing balance of cash and bank balance at a closing day. So if you are working on a daily basis, it will tell us about the closing balance at every day. It is both a bank of original entry and an account. So it shows you the original entry, whatever withdrawals, receipts, deposits have been maintained, and also it shows an account of the client into the bank. How to vouch this cash book? So there is given a procedure of vouching. Firstly, the debit side of cash book, that is receipt side. If you can see, the first and foremost thing you can find out in a cash book is the opening balance. This should be compared with the balance shown in the duly audited balance sheet of the previous year. If the company has shown any kind of balance, opening balance in the balance sheet, that means if in this year the company has shown opening balance of like 10,000, this should be get matched with the duly audited balance of last year as a closing balance. So whatever will be the closing balance of last year is the opening balance of current year. So you can compare this with the audited books of previous years. Thereafter, the second amount is cash sales, which appears on the receipt side of cash book. If you have internal check system prevalent in your organization, the salesman should neither deliver the goods nor should receive the cash. What internal check system assures that there should not be receipt, payment, delivery of goods and reception of goods should be in one hand. So if the salesman are making the delivery of goods, he should not receive the cash. Then what the second thing that internal check system assures? It requires to prepare 3 copies of the sales. 1 is to be written by him and 2 returned to the customers. So the salesman and whoever is preparing the sales should prepare 3 copies of it. 1 should be written by him and 2 to be returned to the customers. Then customers should handed over 1 copy to the cashier and gatekeeper should stamp it. At the end, the customer have to hand over 1 copy to the cashier and the cashier will make sure, so whatever has been purchases as made, they will check to it and the gatekeeper will stamp it. In this way you can create the cash sales. So the salesman is the person who will sell the goods. The cashier is the person who will receive the cash, and the gatekeeper will be the person who will deliver the goods. So in this way, internal check system works in the organization, which prevent malpractices in the organization. Salesman sells the goods, so he cannot receive the cash as cashier will receive the goods, and the gatekeeper finally stamp on the voucher on the receipt and he will deliver the goods. So which kind of vouchers should be examined while vouching the cash book or cash sales? The first and foremost is copies of cash memos. Copies of cash memos, counterfoils of paying slips, cash sales summary by cashier, salesman summary, goods delivered summary. And how to vouch these vouchers? First, the auditor should examine the cash sales amount entered as the debit side of cash book with daily cash sales summary and copies of cash memos. So if there are some copies of cash memos, he has to examine it with the help of amount entered as a debit side of cash book. So whatever cash is received, so cash memos which have been created as a cash sales summary have to be examined by the auditor. Thereafter, He should select a sample of cash memos and examine whether the price charge, discount allowed and rates of sales tax charge are correct and properly authorized. So with the help of cash memos, the auditor can also verify whether the price charge, discount allowed and rates of sales are charged are properly correctly calculated and properly authorized. He should examine the counterfoils with the cash sales summary to ensure that deposit is made on the same day. So whatever cash sales has been made, they have been properly deposited into the account or not. How can you check? With the help of counterfoils which have been taken by the saleskeeper. He should check the arithmetical accuracy of cash memos, cash sales summary and gatekeeper's goods delivered summary. So he should collect all the memos and cash sales summary from all the sales personnel, gatekeepers, and should check the arithmetical accuracy of all the transactions. It should be get matched. So this was about the cash sales. The next is receipt from debtors. This is also one of the receipt items of your cash book. How to examine this receipt from debtors? So there are certain kinds of vouchers through which you can check the receipt from debtors, like counterfoils of receipts issued to debtors, debtor account to analyze the way payments are normally made, counterfoils of pay-in slips, then statements of accounts of debtors to be prepared and sent to debtors. So if he is doubtful of fraud, he may, with the knowledge of client, get the statement of account prepared for the debtors, showing the details of credit sales made, cash received, discount allowed, and the balance in account to be checked. Then discount policies. So the auditor should pay attention to the discounts given to the debtors, as it is possible that the discount amount entered is more and the difference in the actual discount and discount recorded are protected, and that may be the misuse can be happen in this case. So he has to make ensure about the discount policies of the organization. Then bad debts written off. So if there are some kind of bad debts, so particular attention should be given to the amount of bad debts written off, how they have been written, on which basis it has been written off, and they have been properly recorded in the books of accounts or not. So in this way you can check the receipt from debtors. The next is rent received. Vouchers for the rent received will be like rent bills. So rent bills are sent to the tenants, and when tenants makes the payment, rent receipts are issued, and such rent receipts with the rent bills should be get vouched. In case of counterfoils of rent receipts, so the copy of the rent bill and the counterfoils of the rent receipt should be examined. So if you have a rent bill with you, the copy of that rent bill and the counterfoils of the rent receipts, so whether or not they match to each other has to be examined to check any discrepancy. Then lease deeds. The auditor should go through the tenants agreements and lease deeds to determine the amount of rent, the dates of payment, then provisions regarding the repairs, if there has been made any such kind of things has been made or not. So if lease have been given, so lease agreement should be get examined properly. Then it is also tenancy agreement, so we can call it as a tenancy agreement also. Then pay-in slips on deposit of rent received. So you have the pay-in slips of various deposits made. So the pay-in slips of such deposits of rent, such pay-in slips has to be examined properly. And if there are list of properties let and unlet, so the auditor must get a list of properties let and unlet and signed by the responsible officer of the business or not has to be vouched. So in this case you can see for the rent received, you can check the rent bills, counterfoils of rent receipts received from the tenants, lease deeds or tenancy agreements, pay-in slips which deposited of the rent deposited into the accounts, and list of properties let or unlet. The next item is dividend and interest income, which is also appears on the receipt side of cash book. The vouchers for which you can check, the first is counterfoils of dividend warrant and interest warrants. So interest received on securities can be vouched with the help of counterfoils of such interest or dividend warrants. Then interest received on bank deposit. So whatever interest on bank deposit is or fixed deposit or for any term deposit is received, you can check it or vouch it with the passbook. Then brokers bought and sold note. So if there are such kind of brokers notes which have been given when the broker gives you any kind of such sale notes or bought notes for any kind of securities, in that case also you can check that securities with the help of such notes. Loan agreement. So if there is any kind of loan agreements, the interest which has been received on such loan agreement, loan granted, and with the borrower should be examined to ascertain the rate of interest is properly calculated, the date of payment of interest, etc. Then commission received. For the commission received, there are also various kind of vouchers. The first is commonmost is counterfoils of the receipts. So whatever commission has been received, that commission should be the receipt of such commission can be examined with the help of such counterfoils of receipts. Thereafter, agreement between the client and the third party. So whatever is the agreement has been done between the client and the third party, and such agreements and the copies of agreements should be checked for authorizing, who is authorized to make the payments or receive the cash, etc., or who can which is the bank prescribed in the agreement. Thereafter, receipt issued, the authority can be checked with the help of agreements between the client and third party. Copy of account sales in case of consignment sale. So in case the client executes a consignment sale, then the copy of account sales need to be examined to calculate the amount of commission, whether it is properly calculated or not, to check it. And bank advice in case of commission received from abroad. So in that case, a bank advice is prepared if the commission is getting received from abroad. Such bank advice has to be also examined. So for commission received, you can check counterfoils of receipts, agreement, copy of account sales in case of consignment, and bank advice. Then the next is loans. So vouchers can be agreement with the lender and pay-in slips. So the receipt of loan can be vouched with an agreement with the lender. So the auditor should find out if the client is entitled to raise a loan. That means whatever loan has been raised, whether or not the client is properly entitled to raise such loan. He should examine the securities offered for loan, and he also has to find out the rate of interest, the rate of interest payments, the period of payment of loan, and the method of repayments of loan, whether one amount or an installment, etc., etc., have to be checked. And also some pay-in slips, whatever payments has been made, in that case some pay-in slips are generated. Such pay-in slips has to be checked. Thereafter, bad debts recovered. So in case of bad debts recovered, the vouchers can be counterfoils of cash receipts and dividend warrant. Thereafter, pay-in slips and some correspondence. So in this case, what the auditor can do, the amount received from debtors, for example, if the debtor is bankrupt, it should be vouched with the dividend warrant received from the official assignee or receiver of such bankrupt person, which will indicate the total amount outstanding and the rate of dividend. He should also go with the correspondence between the debtors and the clients. So the auditor can also check the correspondence between the debtors and the clients. And the auditor should also ensure that the amount which has been recorded as bad debts should be properly recorded to the bad debts recovered account or not. So in this way, you can check the receipt side as well as some payment side of cash book. So thank you so much all my dear students.